Alarming number of prosecutors in Wisconsin are leaving their jobs not long after starting. The turnover rate for assistant district attorneys is much higher than other public sector jobs and continues to climb.
News 8's Lou Hillman has spent the last few weeks looking into this issue, and he now joins us live with more. Lou?
Well, for about the last decade, those in the field have known that prosecutors' offices have become a revolving door. But they didn't realize just how bad the turnover has gotten, how it's now putting public safety at risk. When someone's accused of committing a crime, a decision on whether or not to charge them in court falls in the hands of prosecutors. But prosecutors are having to make decisions on more and more cases every year.
And I think our crime victims in the state of Wisconsin deserve better.
All the while, they're seeing little to no increase in pay and benefits.
It's only going to get worse as time goes on if nothing's done. These are cases all coming up in the next month.
Tim Grenke, La Crosse County's district attorney, says retaining good assistant DAs is becoming increasingly difficult.
You used to tell people that you're not going to get rich doing this, but you'll have steady work and there will be an increase as you go through your career. That's no longer true.
And Dan Carey, the DA in Monroe County, says there's no question the turnover rate is a public safety concern. He points to the diminishing experience of the ADAs.
While they may be zealous advocates and work very hard, don't necessarily have the judgment that comes with experience in how to resolve, what is a good resolution for a type of case. And that takes time to develop that instinct.
A recent study by Dennis Dressing, a professor at the UW-Madison Law School, put some numbers to the problem. Not only did he find the turnover rate for ADAs is on the increase, more than 18% according to the latest numbers, but that it's much higher than other public sector jobs.
We're going to have to pay. I mean, it's one of those things of being penny wise and pound foolish, in that we're really, you pay in the long term for not having public safety and not having a lot of mistakes.
Take a look at these numbers. La Crosse County's 8 prosecutors handled more than 4,500 referrals last year. That's 570 cases per prosecutor, or 11 new cases a week. The problem's even worse in Monroe County. 3 prosecutors handled more than 2,500 referrals last year. That's 851 cases per prosecutor, or 16 new cases a week. Carey, the county's DA since 2003, says it's hard to catch up when new cases are constantly coming in.
Without plea bargaining, our system would be crushed. So along the way, there are compromises that are made.
The positions are all salaried through the state prosecutor's office. That means no overtime despite routinely working 50 to 60-hour weeks.
And what some people might not realize is prosecutors are working in the middle of the night getting search warrants, getting calls from police officers for just questions.
The reality is that many of the prosecutors are leaving for better-paying private jobs that come with a lighter workload. Grenke, La Crosse County's DA since 2007, says it's leading to a talent drain.
It doesn't really surprise me because right now there doesn't seem to be any hope on the horizon. It looks like there's not going to be many opportunities for advancement or for pay raises, and most people are looking for jobs that they can advance as they go through their career.
Now, those in the prosecution field say turning this trend around is not rocket science. We'll take a look at some possible solutions tomorrow night and tell you how lawmakers may step in to help.
All right, so Lou, obviously there's a problem, but is it a bigger problem in certain parts of the state more than others?
Absolutely. The study found that the more populated regions have a higher turnover rate. For example, here in La Crosse County, it's over 30%. Milwaukee and Dane counties more than 50%. Officials say it all comes down to pay versus cost of living.
Right, interesting. Thanks, Lou. Yep.